right, I believe that it has started. Let me make sure that that is what is actually. Oh, no, I'm live now. Okay, hi. Can never tell when these things have gone live. Anyway, all right, so I wanted to make a podcast announcement. So I did choose a co host. We've been working on some really cool things. So my co host is named Heinen, and we are going to talk about growing up in the 90s. I think we're both kind of around the same age. This is a new friend, so the Heinen is very, oh my gosh, just so excited about all of the topics that I kind of like spitball they put out there, and oh my gosh, I think that this is gonna just be so fun. The other thing that I think we're gonna do is probably just go on YouTube Live, kind of do it there, and then eventually go to the different podcasting oh my gosh websites and posting on there, and maybe even a YouTube channel dedicated. So it's going to be called oh my gosh, we just talked about it and now it's out of my brain. I can't even look at it. Oh my gosh, it is through the glasses of the 90s. That's what the podcast is going to be called. So, I mean, we're gonna cover so many topics. I think it's gonna be, whew, I think about it a lot, kind of. So, it's, we're gonna be talking about, yeah, I mean, just all, like, so many topics. And I know some of my friends are gonna join us. One of my friends told me that he wants to talk about the Clinton scandal. I want to talk about all sorts of things, very much the politics. So things like people being called gay, or like actions being called gay all the time, the Ellen controversy from the 90s. Let's see, what else? I mean, some of obviously the terrible things, the fat phobia, the where feminism was at that point, and just kind of like how like slut shaming, all of those things that were kind of happening, and like what it was like to kind of grow up in that era. And just kind of, I guess, for transparency, not a lot will be actually about psychology, and also like i'm I question my gender identity like a lot, and so that kind of plays throughout, I think, some of this as well, because like those teenage years where you're trying to kind of figure yourself out, and like the words and those type of things, it's going to be interesting. And I think I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Heinen is looking forward to it. This is just one of those things, that I mean, I think it's gonna take off, for us anyway. And like, just, I mean, I think we're all good. I think we're so good. So it looks like it's most likely gonna be Friday at 6:45. I think I'm gonna create kind of a live watch event, and then yeah, Heinen and I will talk on there. All right. Well, I hope that is helpful for you. I know that many of the people who are kind of like talking with me were kind of interested about like the mental health aspects of like my life. If you guys have questions about that stuff, you can definitely contact me and ask me anything. I have been running a YouTube channel about the mental health field, and so many of the topics related to that like I the topic is very restrictive. I can't talk to you guys like I would my colleague, and like even or colleagues, and even if my colleagues and I could kind of like get together and talk, like it's not good it's still restrictive. Like, we can't give too much information. We can't really talk freely as much as like we could privately, and it always kind of feels like I kind of have to lie. and it doesn't, I'd rather just really talk freely about, like, okay, this is what this experience is, this is what this experience was, like, this is what was going on. That's why I kind of chose the 90s, because I thought that definitely weaving in the politics, personal beliefs, personal experiences, and everything with that, like, that would be, that's what I want to do. I don't want to work all the time. I want to stop working, at a certain point of the day, and then be a person. And so I think that with this, I'll be really able to talk about some of the things that I experienced back then, and, just kind of, there's a lot. And then, there's even stuff that, like, from, like, some of the 90s stuff that, like, obviously carried over for quite some time. And then, that's definitely something we can talk about too. And if there's any topics you kind of want to suggest that eventually we can get to, you can definitely do that. There's so much that I think that it's going to be fun. And also serious, and whatever other things are going to come up. It's going to be a variety. All right. Well, I will talk with you guys soon. All right.